a place in the sun where there's hope for everyone, where my poor restless heart.
Greetings and welcome, viewers. We are now going to spend the forthcoming half an hour providing you this TUF update. It is an established fact that May 11th has been set, that's in this year 2015, as election day, as national and regional elections. And I'm here now in the capacity as a moderator for this program. I'm here through Edward Anthony Prasad, with executive member of the United Force political party. We have Ms. Marisa Nadir, practicing attorney at law, and we also do have Mr. Roy Van Tol, an accountant and a man of the cloth, executive members of the TUF. And we'll be looking at moreover what is the, or are the intentions of the TUF as it relates to elections 2015. And I'm going to start directly by asking of Ms. Marisa Nadir, in that we haven't heard of the United Force in a while, and could you please tell us why is that so?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us on your program. And the United Force has declared its intention to contest in the May 11th general and regional elections. We are publicly communicating this intention. Now, in the 2011 general and regional elections, we did not do as well as we should have done. After those elections, we started to regroup, and we have had our members and executive members in the various regions of Guyana. We've all met and re-examined the party's structure, re-examined the party's core values in keeping with its original values, and this entire regrouping process has been taking place over the last 2 years. Hence, no one has really publicly heard anything from the party, because internally we were addressing the issues that we had as a party.
Could you tell us more from the 60s with the formation of this party to then a bit more, and then we could have a more discussion?
As a result of that regrouping and re-establishing of the links that we had in the regions and we have to date, we found that the core principles and the core values of the United Force since its formation are still applicable, very much so today. Things like lower taxes, a better package, better deal for our workers, equality for women, equality for our citizens.
I do present the other question to Mr. Roy Van Tol. I would just like to remind you viewers that you're witnessing United Force update on its intentions to still yet again participate in the national and regional elections slated for May 11th, 2015. Now, Madam Marisa has just indicated to us that the party itself has engaged and undertaken a retreat. And I'm going to ask of Roy, out of that retreat, what has the United Force political party decided on?
Well, we have decided that we will contest the upcoming election with vigor and force, and the young members of the party, they have taken over the mantle to go forward because of the need that we have seen in the community, where the youth and the women, they are left out from politics, and so we want to engage them to be part of the rebuilding process of Guyana, and our youth and our women, they want more better, or they want better politicians rather than better politicians. And they want civility over confrontation. And this is why we think as young people that, or we are encouraged by this to run this election to get people to support us so that we can provide a better life and a fuller life for all.
Viewers, just remind you, you are witnessing an update from the United Force Political Party on its intentions to still yet again contest in the upcoming national and regional elections 2015. And we will continue this time around, and we'd like to once again turn our attention to Madam Marisa Nadir. Before I do that, just let me remind you, she is a qualified and practicing attorney at law, and likewise Mr. Van Tull, man of the court, and also to an accountant. Now, we would like some information from Madam Marisa, and we're going to ask you simply, tell us what are some of the plans for nomination day that will soon be upon us. Will the party be coming up with a list of candidates and elsewhere?
Yes, Edward, we will be producing and coming up with a list of candidates. What persons in various regions would have known by now is that from the moment the date for the general and regional elections was announced, the United Force and its members and executive members have been out in the fields with its lists of candidates, signing up new members as well as existing members who we have regrouped with, we have reconnected with, and building our basis as well as compiling our lists. So we've been out there with our statutory declaration forms, and we've been already working in the regions. So our lists are in pretty good shape right now.
And it gives me a cue to ask of you, Marisa, permit me, madam, from 2011 to now, give us a feel and more, your perception on the responses from the well-wishers and supporters of TUF.
It's been an overwhelming response. We have been received with open arms, and during this time, we have been able to identify the needs, the immediate needs of the electorate and persons in Guyana. Persons have expressed their desires for lower taxes. Persons have expressed their desires to feel that sense of security. Security is a major issue that needs to be addressed, especially going into these general and regional elections. Persons want a book for their daughter. They want to have not only effective but efficient government services. And these are just some of the things that we will be addressing on our campaign.
By the viewers, you are looking at a United Force update on its intentions of participation in the upcoming national and regional elections scheduled for May 11th, 2015. We're with two executive members of the United Force Political Party in Mr. Roy Van Tull and Ms. Marisa Nadir, who is a practicing attorney of law, and likewise Mr. Roy Van Tull, a man of the court, and also to an accountant. Now I'm going to ask of Roy now this question to provide some information more on this. Has the TUF, the United Force Political Party, really been in touch with the people out there and having a conception of what they really want?
Of course, during our visits to the different parts of the country, mostly outside of Georgetown. The feel that we get from the people are some of the things that Marisa mentioned before. They want security, and not the type of security that we have now. What we see nowadays is that the police stations, they are more guarded than people houses. Most people have some whatever post fence, but the police station, they have two fences. One is made out of concrete and one is made out of barbed wires. So the police are more afraid than the citizens. So this has to be changed. So security is a major concern. Yes, people, they have houses, but you can't leave the houses in the afternoon even to go and spend some time with a neighbor, because they are afraid that people will come into their houses and steal what they have. And this is very terrible because people work hard and they feel that they have been emotionally raped in their possessions. So security is a major concern of our people. Another concern is the taxes that people pay. One young female worker, she said, we are paying taxes to pay ourselves. So taxes, certainly the TUF will reduce taxes, income tax, and other taxes to assist the business community. And the other thing is about job creation. Young people, they study, they need more job. And so to get more job, you need more investment. So the lower taxes you have is more investment you will get, because people will have more income to dispose, and they will buy more things, the business will make more money, they will expand, so job creation will come in place, and eventually the country will make more taxes too, because of the high volume of businesses.
Yes, mention also too was made in a previous question that we have addressed, that the focus basically had been regionally on what's happening. Tell us more, if work was done and the Georgetown or more of a coastal areas. Fill us in more, please. Then.
Work has been extensively done more in the coastal areas and outer areas of Georgetown. Work has commenced in Georgetown as of this week. So what has been happening is you find a lot more of the younger persons are interested and are coming on board and are also communicating their problems to us, because they can identify with us and with the party. We're younger persons, we are equally educated, and we're equally frustrated with the existing leadership that we have. And many young persons today, especially in Georgetown, feel that their emotions have been toyed with. Their desire for change has been toyed with. And young people today want to know what are the issues that are being addressed on a campaign or by a political party seeking to be their voice and seeking to be their government. They're not interested in the past. They're not interested in what damage has been done previously. We want to know basic things. How are you going to ensure that we as young people can take home more money? First of all, we need to get the jobs. We're qualified, we're more educated. That level has already been set. So we want to know now, for one, how are you guaranteeing me employment? Having gotten employment, how are we going to be able to save and also start our families and have a life that we desire and we know that we deserve? So there's been so many issues coming out of our interaction. We can go, we can address it, we can be here all night addressing the issues. Another thing that we have been faced with, we spoke of the security. But we have always had an extensive action plan or crime plan, which to date is still applicable. Issues in the regional areas are things like trafficking, it's escalating, but it's not being addressed adequately.
There's a place in the sun where